I had the need to secure some media files within the media library, and therefore I added a new feature for securing just who can see media files. So it's view permissions only. And it's done by adding a custom middleware which returns 404 if no permission is granted. So just to show you, I will just add a new tenant quickly. Add demo, make it a block. Equal, blah, blah. 1 second. Set it up. Need an admin. Okay, so the new feature is disabled, of course, by default. It's separated, and on the new tenant. So this just makes the media library to have view permissions, and it reuses all the permission UI we already have. So nothing changes within the media library here. If I enable it, show media, it's called secure media. If you enable it, it keeps everything the same, but it adds new permissions to the roles. So, for example, in the anonymous role, you now have down here somewhere the new permissions. By default, everyone can see everything, so nothing changes if you enable the feature. It's currently only using in the root folder and for the first folder level, so you can only have one tier of secure folders. And additionally, it adds permissions for user media, and yeah, that's it. And for the attached media field, it also secures the files with the same permissions as the content item. So, as said, by default, Anonymous has the view media content in all folders granted, so nothing changes. If you want to have permissions applied, you need to disable this. Just keep this for a second. Oh. So if I go to the media library and, for example, add some new folders, for example, secure folder, you can now also edit this. Let's say you want to have only authenticated users access the secure folder. You can just select this here in the same way as for content types. Any folder in the first level will get added here. So just let me enable it for the authenticated role and remove the view all from anonymous. Otherwise, it will override it. Yeah. There's also a special one for the root folder. So if you in the block recipe, we have some media in the root folder. So for example, if you still want this to work, you have to enable view media content in the root folder here. So, and with this, you can now have separated files for example in the root folder and in the secure folder. Let me just show you this by adding a new user. Let's call it test. Password. Make this, for example, an author. So the current user I'm logged in with is an administrator, so he can see everything. So he can still see the secure folder, even if, even if I had used a different role here. I guess I used the authenticated role, so it's still the same for administrator. Doesn't matter. If I now, you can't see the second window, right? If I add in.
Nope.
Okay, so I switch to a private window. Also, wait. Just to show you, you can still see the block as before, because the anonymous role has a view permission for the root folder. And if I go to the admin, the tester, it's only the library here. He can only see the secure folder. If I add another folder from the administrator account, we can't see that anymore. I should share my whole screen. Wait. 1 second. How can I share the whole screen? Come on. I had to stop sharing. Now it's better. So, sorry for the confusion. So if I add a second folder here from the admin, from the administrator, the other one can't see that anymore. It's only the secure folder which is allowed. That's basically all. Just some adjustments. The users folder here is still visible for all users, but only the own folders here. It's a special one per user. Is now visible by default. This is kind of the same way done as the manage permissions. This one here. There is these view own media and view other media content. Also, it's the same as the manage permissions, but with the management, we always had this issue that once you assign any manage permission, you can see everything in the media library, and this view permission will change that too. So only you can now only see what you can manage. Yeah, it's basically everything.
So there is one special folder named secure?
No, this is a normal folder I created. It's every folder appears here in the. This is the second folder I created. This is the first one I can create.
The formatting should be different to show that it's a value, not part of the sentence. True. View media content in secure. View media content in second folder.
Yeah.
So there should be like quotes around or formatting
or something.
or folder named secure folder named second folder.
True.
Okay.
True.
And then you define which roles can see which things from there. And that's kind of clever. And it applies the permission in the admin and in the front end using the
right. I can show you if you, for example, in the secure folder, if I upload something, you can view it. And as soon as you log out, it's not found anymore.
And do I get a German error message also, or is it
simply a 4.4?
Making jokes and nobody reacts. So sad.
Sorry, what?
I said, do I get a German error message also, or is it English?
It's just returning a 4.4, no error message at all. So it's
was German. I thought it was German. Don't say that.
Oh, this one. This is from the browser, I guess.
Is it German? I don't even know. No, maybe it's.
It is.
No,
it is.
Dutch. Okay.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Nice.
The only thing I did not show you yet is if you have a content type with an attached media field, it also allows you to reuse the view permission of the content item.
What about making it a different sections in this page instead of using the current secure media, because now it's mixed between the general permissions and the custom feature. I don't know, something to discuss.
The permission screen is very awful, I guess.
No, it's very good. There is even a search. So if you know the
but it's too much. It's so many permissions here for every content type.
That's great.
It gets very messy.
That's great. And but yeah, instead of using the current section, I will create just another section. It won't be much worse. It will be obvious that this is for each dynamic folder instead of each. I don't know. Maybe this is not something we do for the other things, like for the content types.
I know. That's one reason why I only allowed to secure the first level of folders, because otherwise it gets too many, in my point of view. There's actually a question from Zoltan in the comments of one issue somewhere, because he wanted me to add subfolder permissions too.
If you start subfolder, then what's happening if you have permissions on the top folder, the sub-level,
the third level? That's my problem. I don't want to have this complexity to allow all inheritance and something like this. It's very complex, and I think we don't have to mirror what's possible in a file system also.
Yeah, then you will need a custom screen to show the grays, to applied and not applied. Yeah, that would be.
We have this effective permission here, which is already kind of possible to inherit permissions, but it's
even more that Node-RED is all additive. So when you have granted a permission, you don't ungrant it.
Yeah, you can't deny something.
Yeah, and which is great. You have nothing, but you can add permission. So that's why there we can use the effective thing.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, good job.